Hi, my name's Kathy, creator of Gnoggintoppers. Welcome to my untamed stash room. I'm so glad you're here today. Welcome. If you're a returning viewer, I'm so happy you're back. And if you're brand new, let's have some fun with yarn. This is a good day for me. I am literally surrounded by yarn today. So we're going to dive right in. I have a finished object. I have, I believe, 3 sweaters I want to work on, and that might be about it. But that's a good start. Oh, I have a pattern I have to make, and I'm going to make some more slippers. So here we go. The first thing I wanted to show you is a finished object. And I finished my hat. And I couldn't be more happy with how this turned out. I love a rolled hem, whether it's on my sweaters or apparently on my hats. So I actually seamed this up this morning and wore it out. I had a great morning. I had coffee with a girlfriend of mine. That's always so much fun to share your day or a cup of coffee with someone. And I want to show you where this hat came from. It came out of a magazine. Here it is. Sorry. I'm really surrounded by a lot of stuff. I'm going to see if I can tip you down a little bit so you can enjoy the chaos with me. I don't know if that's going to work out so good or not. Well, there's some here. We'll tip it back up. I'll just have to show you a little bit by little bit here. But there's a lot. So, out of this magazine, which I was showing you the other day, knits, and it is from Australia. I haven't been able to find an actual year on it yet, but this is the hat I made. Let me show the mohair cap. I'm a little bit like a pirate when I knit or crochet, especially knitting. The rules or the pattern, it's more like a guideline. I'm always going off and doing my own thing. I think primarily because I never use the yarn they suggest. I pull out of my stash, and then I love my circular needles, and if I don't have exactly what they suggest, I just try to make it work. But I have moderate success, and I have 100% success with this hat. I just love this. And the yarn I used for this hat is this deliciousness here. You can see how pretty it is with all the slubs and everything. I don't know if it's getting a good picture or not there. But that's the yarn, and it's the Bernat Venetian. It's probably old. Acrylic, mohair, and nylon. But it's so comfortable. It's as light as a feather. So I'm really happy to finish this up. It literally took me like 3 days. It was a quick knit, which is just fantastic. So in the same magazine, I have been ever oh so tempted to make this cutie pie little sweater. Not so big on the loops, but you know, you can always modify that. But because I have this crazy wild yarn I want to use, and I thought, oh, that looks a lot like the yarn with all the bumps. But it wasn't. It was like maybe a 70% interest. It wasn't like 100% interest, but I kept going back to it because it was about the only thing I really saw that got me going for using up the Dippity Dot yarn. But then today I had to look for another pattern I'll talk to you about in a little bit. And I had to pull out my 3-ring binders with all my printed patterns in it. And I found this. Look how cute that sweater is. Oh my gosh. Look at the face. I can't knit the face. It's up to you parents out there to make that part. I'll make the sweater. But isn't that beautiful? Oh my gosh. I love that. I'm enamored with this sweater. So anyway, somewhere here in my pirate chest of goodies, oh, right in front of me, I have, so mind the stripes now. And in fact, oh yeah, they do go down the arms, little blue and yellow stripes. So the whole darn sweater's striped. I have this. I'm pulling it out of this big bag of yarn here. I have, it's like, this is like the Mary Poppins bag of yarn. So I have the Dippity Dots and this beautiful fuzzy, nobody knows what it is, that I put into my purse for stripes. And then we've got just delicious orange. I'm sure this is more than a little kid's sweater's gonna need, but look at the delicious orange. Oh my gosh. I think it would just be riotous. Like a carnival of color. And if I do run out of orange, which I seriously doubt, I have more orange. And I got a lot of choices. I can make a lot of stripes, but I am so excited for this project. Oh my gosh, I can't wait to start that one. But before I do, I got a couple other things I'm working on. So the next project I want to talk to you about comes out of my Lane book. I mean, literally, I am so surrounded. I don't know where anything is. Here it is. So I made the a headband out of this book, and now, oh, I'm sorry, this book here, 52 Weeks of Easy Knits by Lane, and I found, well, first off, I want to make this sweater at some point. I just think that's a hoot and a half, and I already got the yarn for it. I got a whole cabinet of wool. Oh my gosh. And a lot of it I didn't even purchase. It was given to me. So this is what I'm gonna make. Oh, look at that. Is that not pretty? Wow, that's a pretty sweater. It's scrappy. I don't even know how to say the name. Vimian? Vimine? Anyway, it's number 41. And I've started, oh yeah, here we go. A swatch for a couple of different reasons. So you change for the stripes frequently, and so I have, where is it? I've got this white is going to be my base, and then this first color you see is this beautiful pink here. Our Lane Wool Blend 4-ply. Oh, it's the prettiest color. So that's what's in the first row there. Then the second row is my hat color. And I also wanted to see, you know, what thickness to use. So I used double over here. Oh, yuck, it was awful. But I switched to single, just a single strand. Perfect. And then this is 2 of my base color. And then this, do you recognize this? Do you recognize this? This is the Dippity Dots, because I'm testing a ton of yarns all together to see how nicely they look in the sweater. So besides just looking for the gauge, I'm looking for how these yarns go together, how they feel when I'm working with them. Because you hold the color together with the base color all the way through. And and you have to cut the yarn frequently, and they give a technique that I tried and I found just super bulky to try to weave the yarn in as you go. I might try the Stephen West technique. He kind of throws it over. I'm not sure. I'm going to have to kind of keep working on this. So I got my little swatch, and so that was 1, 2, 3 combinations. I also have a beautiful brown metallic I'm going to try throwing in, because it really kind of pulls out the brown of my hat yarn here. I'm going to try some blue, because there's blue in the dippity dots, so we'll see how pretty that looks. I have this Moon Glow by Bernat Galaxy, so we'll see how that looks. And oh, and I didn't try swatching them because I don't have a lot, but I'm going to use up some of these other neutrals. Just going to throw them right in there and let them rip. And I think that's about all the yarn that I'm going to try popping into the sweater. Of course, this is really, I mean, pretty. It's orange. Orange is not a normal color for me, but I think near the hem, I might even throw in a line of orange. I don't know. Or this would be real subtle. So I got a lot of, this is going to be a lot of fun. This is not a rushy sweater at all. This is going to be, let's play with color. And how fun is that? That's going to be just a ton of fun. So that's sweater number 1 for me. A child sweater is number 2. And then I have a third sweater. Oh, back to the book again. Yes. So this other sweater here, this one, it's called Cité. I can say that pretty well. Yeah, isn't that gorgeous? So what I have for that one is another bag of yarn. I'm going to see if I can pull most, if not all of them, out together. So it might have a few more colors than not, but I think I have enough yarn. There's 1 more color, 2 more colors, 3 more colors. I think I have enough yarn to make the sweater. I got blue and cream and green, and then 1 variegated, which I think could look a little funky, because that sweater is definitely a funky construction. And this green, oh, and then a lovely red. So let me see if I can get all the major players in here. Oh yeah, oh yeah, that could be really pretty, really pretty. So that one hopefully will get on the needles in February as well. And as I go through it, I'll talk to you about the yarn with each piece, excuse me, and go over the photographs again and what I'm doing. Oh, and with my hat, I meant to say that for one thing, I didn't make the gauge at all, so I completely went rogue on the stitch counts, but I used the pattern as a guide, and even the top. I mean, the top, this is just like, I love them, just like my old hat that got chewed by Buddy, Buddy, my dog. But I wanted to show you these needles, because I'm a circular needle gal, and I love a good ChowGoo, don't get me wrong. I love those with the steel. I think they have steel needles and those red cords. I got a few of them, but I just buy them as I find them, typically at used craft shops and things like that. So I had started with this needle, and you see how it's kind of bent? Well, I really, especially with that pillow on top, that was not an easy work for me. It really wanted to like fight me the whole way. So I eventually, these are size 9s. So then I went to my straight needle. Worked great. so and I usually like a little bent needle, so I'm not sure if it's when the pillow's raising up my work, if, it's all getting in the way of each other. But I just wanted to mention that regarding how I put the hat together. Now, so we got the 1, 2, 3. So that's three sweaters, 2 for me, and the one might be for somebody I know. We'll have to see what percolates out there as far as the child sweater. And then next, oh, I wanted to mention that I made those Dippity Dot shoes in the Tom Daly book, or not shoes, slippers. Oh my gosh, those things are incredibly comfortable. I've never made a slipper with a foot and then you put the instep and all on top. I'm not sure if I'd make them for someone else, but for me, they stand there like slip-ons. Literally, you can just slip your foot right in. They hold the shape. It's just amazing. And they're perfect. They're not too hot, but they're not, if your foot's cold, it's a perfect thing to wear around the house. So I really like those slippers. That being said, I have this, I think it's Annie's Crochet Weekend magazine that I was flipping through. And I did find these slippers. Now again, I make the 1 hour slippers that take me 3. I like Tom's soul construction slippers, or I think he calls them the cozy slippers. But I don't know if I'll make another pair right away. But then I found this. Oh, I probably shown all this stuff. I don't even know if it matters. And I want to make this pair because they are made out of, I actually have the yarn for a project, for a pattern. I can't believe it. I have this Woolies, what do they call it? Well, Lion Brand Woolies Thick and Quick. So I have this. This is like 2.5 balls all rolled up. And that's what these slippers are made out of. So I'm going to whip these puppies up because I can't resist. I have the yarn. And also, this is the yarn that I'm going to use, to make my pattern. Because I made a hat for a really nice fellow. And he had come up to me at a craft show and he says, "Can you make this hat?" And he had a picture of a video from a Bob Vila show. I think it was the first show the guy ever did. And it was a very unique kind of looked like an I-beam construction. So I said, sure, I'll give it a shot. So I found this very old vintage pattern, and again, I used it as a guideline. But I made a lot of my own notes and stuff. And the hat I produced, he actually liked. And then he reached out again and asked for it in a different color with a symbol on it. So now I have to reproduce it from my very detailed notes. Oh my gosh. If I can do this, I'm going to actually put this pattern out for free because it's a fun hat. It really is. And it looks really... It looks good, and it's kind of like this. It just sits right on your head. It doesn't squeeze or anything. So anyway, that's what this ball is going to be used for. So that I really want to get done in February because I don't want that, to linger too long. And I'm kind of in the mood to do it now. January's kind of a mellow month for me. I love to chill out after the holidays and everything. And now I'm ready to go. And I haven't forgot about my beehives or my teddy bears, but they might be pushed off to March because I got a lot, planned already. Now, back to Tom's book. And, part of my plan for this year was to kind of work with a lot of the patterns and things I have. And, I have a wealth, a treasure chest of patterns in my craft room. I mean, if the internet went out, it would be a sad thing, but I could still craft because I got instructions and patterns. Oh, I could probably work for at least a year or so. But let's hope that doesn't happen. Anyway, so Tom Daly, what can I say? He's rocking that shirt. I've seen this, something like this shirt, like it's a granny stripe and all that. And I've seen a bunch of people make them, and I love his shirt. Can't say I'm a big fan of a lot of the other ones, but this one I just think is just the right amount of je ne sais quoi. But there it is. I'm going to cover my face for a minute. There it is. Isn't it lovely? I would wear it buttoned because, yes, I'm going to make it for myself, hopefully for a summer shirt. But you can see it's just black and white. That's all it is. So I went for a deep dive in my yarn stash. And at first, I had the crazy notion that I was going to use a blue acrylic I have. Because I like blue. But it wouldn't have worked. And I don't want to put all that effort in and mix acrylic with cotton. Probably not a good idea. You let me know if you've done that, because I just thought, and then I kind of put them together and I'm like, no, that's not going to work. But I think this will. So once again, I have a Mary Poppins bag full of yarn. And this is just the amount I pulled out that for 50 gram balls in the size I want to make. I have more if I need it. And again, when I start the project and I work on it, I'll go over again or in detail the pattern and the yarn I'm using. But first off, don't you think those will look nice together? Very subtle. I'm kind of subtle, I think. Not always. I don't know what I am. I'm a chaotic mess most of the time. But I have a lot of fun. So this lovely little darling is, I'm trying to think of a name. This lovely little steamed bun is Bernat Shantung. My daughter got me this ages ago from an estate sale. This is one of the ones where I've got the actual receipt from like the 70s or the 80s. She bought a lot of yarn and I got a lot of it from my daughter. It's polyester, nylon, and silk. And it's very, very slubby. Can you see that? Yeah, I've used this and I've got, I think, 3 or 4 colors of this, and I've used it for other things. And it's pretty interesting. It makes a nice pattern. And then I just have this Cotton Classic mercerized, made in Greece, Taki imports. I'm hoping this, I think this is going to be a nice cotton actually, because it's got a lot of shape to it, so it'll hold the form. So anyway, I'm going to give that a shot, because I think I found, you know, I was intrigued by all those sweaters, but I didn't quite like, you know, the whole pattern. And then I found this one, and I thought, I like the stripes just the way they're going. So, and I have the pattern, and I have the yarn, so I'm ready to make it. So that's it for today. Those are my plans for February. I'd love to hear what you have on the hooks, or the needles, or the loom, the wheel, the drop spindle, the cross stitch, whatever it is you're making. I'd love to hear what you're making. And I just want to say to always have a gentle approach to people, because you never know what's on their heart. And they may not always tell you. But typically, there's always a lot, obviously a lot going on up here, but there can sure be a lot going on in people's hearts as well. And I hope you have just a beautiful day and a lovely week until I see you again. thank you for popping in, and have a wonderful weekend. Take care now. Bye-bye.